Welcome everybody, good to see you. Today we're going to begin our class in Chair Tadasana, Mountain Pose, and I just wanted to remind ourselves that yoga and Tai Chi is a universal inclusion of wellness, and also that yoga and Tai Chi is a practice of integration for people of all journeys and all connections. And wherever you are, we're joining in the power of movement, in the experience of movement of yoga and Tai Chi. So thanks everybody, good to see you. As always, if there's an ache or a pain or a crick in a body part, ankles, knees, shoulders, more particularly today and perhaps since the last time we saw each other, please be cautious, be conservative, be gentle and kind. Always come back to Chair Tadasana, Mountain Pose, if you're feeling uncomfortable. This is a safe, anchored location for us to be at, and it's a safe place to recharge and re-energize. All right? All right, we're going to begin in Chair Tadasana, Mountain Pose. We'll go through our full practice of meditation, full body poses, arms, legs, and full body motions, and come back to meditation all within about an hour. All right, so our feet are flat on the floor, our toes are pointed straight, our knees are directly over our ankles, knees in line with our hip points. We rock back and forth on our sits bones, anchoring and securing, feeling grounded and rooted, feeling the presence of being at home. So regardless of wherever we are at home within the heart and the essence of who we are. So in all of our journeys, we can feel rest assured that at the heart center, we are at home. On the next breath cycle, coming back to a neutral spine, we swivel our hands to our lower back, our kidneys. Fingertips are pointing down. Slide our fingertips down into our seat cushion. Now one hand comes to the small of our back and one hand comes to our belly button, and belly buttons to spine. And now belly button zips up to your heart center, zip up your core. Hands come to your side body now, between your sits bones and your ribs, and now to your shoulders, and we gently uplift our ribs upward. Beautiful. Our right hand comes to our left shoulder, and our left hand comes to our right shoulder, and we have this pose called the Dream Big Pose. So here in our experience, we are going to blink our chin to our chest 3 times and imagine the dreams that are in our heart all to be fulfilled and all to come to fruition. So in the next breath cycle, inhale, grow tall and long, and exhale, chin to chest, look down at your forearms, and now inhale up, exhale, blink, chin to chest, inhale up, exhale, chin to chest, inhale up, beautiful. Now we come broad across the collarbones, arms come out to the letter T. Take flight with your arms as your arms elevate and descend nice and gently, taking flight in our movement of life. Beautiful. On the next breath cycle, exhale your hands gently down by your side. Inhale your shoulders to your ears, roll them back, down your back pocket. Inhale your hands up onto your lap. Flip your palms up to receive the grace and blessings of life. So there's a sharing of yourself by extending your hands out and receiving the gift of others into your life by bringing your hands back in. So there's an extension and a bringing back of the shared gift of life. And now your hands are on your knees, your palms are facing upward. We are anchored from our sits bones to our shoulders. Our ears shift over our shoulders, and now our nose doorbells inward a little bit. And now we have a really wonderfully straight spine from our heels to our sits bones, to the shoulder points, to our ears, to the crown of head. And now as if we are wearing a halo, we take our hands to the top of our head and gently elevate long the halo that we wear. And on the next breath cycle, bring your hands down by your side. So here we are in Chair Tadasana Mountain Pose, and we are strong, we are powerful, we are rooted in the earth, and we are ascending upward towards the sky, towards the heavens, towards the light. And feel that rootedness and that growth upward. And here we are in Chair Mountain Pose, Chair Tadasana. So come back to this position at any time during our practice if you're feeling uncomfortable or feeling the need to settle. And this is also a wonderful position during the course of your own meditation practice or stillness practice to just feel the sense of anchored and being strong. So take a few moments here and now to consider whether you wish to keep your eyes open or eyes closed. If your eyes are open, focus in on a drishti, perhaps the sound of my voice. And or if your eyes are closed, focus on the colors of the rainbow that come before you, the spectrum of colors. See the light in the darkness. I'll close my eyes for this experience, and as I talk us through, we're here in the presence of our breath cycle. Breathing in and breathing out slowly, gently. With intention and purpose, we find meaning in the power of our breath cycle. The comings and the goings, the heres and the nows, the natural flow of who we are in the greater cosmos of the universe. So take a few moments here and now and feel and witness, observe and notice that breath cycle. The gentle ease of who we are, the gentle flow of where we are, and also where we're going. So take a few moments and breathe, 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 breathe. Our mindful message today as we meditate is the power of breathing through the smile that charms the face. So in our life today, we are often faced with many different challenges, and the invitation in that experience of facing those challenges is to smile and feel the power of what's called effervescence. Feeling the bubblingness, the energy of positivity. So in our life today and beyond, as we move forward in the days ahead, I invite us to think about stretching our smile wide. And that's what our theme today is, stretching our smile wide. It's wonderful to smile and laugh and all the wonderful good times that we all know so well. But the question is, can we do that also in the challenging moments of life? Can we find that silver lining of effervescence and bubbliness in the challenging times and the fortitude to continue on? So invite yourself to discover and explore by stretching the smile wide. Awakening, feeling refreshed, feeling rejuvenated in spirit, mind, and body, we begin to wiggle the fingers on our hands and the toes on our feet. With greater movement and ease, we drop our hands off our knees and inhaling our hands up and overhead, clapping above our head. The first chanting word is we bring our thumb knuckles to our heart center. The first chanting word is the word stretch. Inhaling your hands up and over your head, clapping above your head. The second chanting word is the word smile. Smile. Inhaling drawing your hands up and over your head, clapping above your head. The third chanting word is the word wide. Wide. Stretch your smile wide and shine bright. Explore, invite effervescence, the bubbliness of laughter in your life and the world that you come in contact. The chanting bells are rung 3 times in the power of the spirit, mind, and body coming together to form one, your wellness and the wellness for all of us and all of humanity. Peace, peace, peace. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Hands are at heart center, pausing, believing, breathing. We bow forward to each other and say, Namaste, Namaste everyone, peace with you. Good to see everybody. Welcome, welcome. We're going to start with our practice, our head down to our toes. And today we definitely have got to do the breath of joy. And I also would like to do some stretching poses. So the crunch pose and the opposite diagonal and parallel and full body stretches that also go with the crunches. So let us begin with hands on your knees. Inhale, grow tall and long. On the next breath cycle, chuck your chin into your chest, look down at your toes and hold your pose and keep breathing. On the next breath cycle, inhale, rise up, look up towards the light, feel the warmth on your cheeks. Feel the warmth absorbing into your cells. On the next breath cycle, tuck your chin into your chest, look down at your toes, and as you do so, lift your heels up off the ground. Hold your pose, keep breathing. And on the next breath cycle, bring your heels down onto the ground, your toes come up, and your gaze looks up, feeling the warmth once again on the chin, on the cheeks. On the next breath cycle, your toes come down, your feet come down, and your gaze looks down at your toes. And we're going to do half circles with our neck and our head, swiveling over first off to the right side. So looking over the right shoulder. And on the next breath cycle, swiveling your head down to center and looking over the left shoulder. Nice and gentle. On the next breath cycle, swivel your head over to the center and then to the right. So half circles down. And now swiveling down and looking over the left shoulder. Holding your pose, keep breathing. And on the next breath cycle, inhale your head center. Hold your head steady, gaze looking forward. On your next breath cycle, take your right ear to your right shoulder, left hand out to the side, and then the right hand up and over very gently, fingertips only, guiding that right ear closer to the right shoulder. Holding your pose, keep breathing, feeling the movement from your left fingertips to your right elbow. And on the next breath cycle, release your hand bind, head comes back to neutral, left ear, left shoulder, right hand out to the side, and then the left hand up and over very gently, fingertips only, holding the side fingertips towards the ears, stretching out from the right fingertips to the left elbow. Hold the pose, keep breathing. On the next breath cycle, release your hand bind, head comes back to neutral, exhale your hands down by your side and shimmy out your shoulders left and right. Gently go from the shoulders to the elbows to the wrist as we just start to move the body very gently in these movements. And then cycle yourself in the opposite direction, nice and gentle. And coming back to neutral. Hands are on your knees, fingertips are pointing down. We'll do a series of cats and cows. Sound effects are welcome. Inhale, grow tall and long. Arch your back to the back of the chair. Tuck your chin into your chest, and we've got cat pose. Meow. Inhale forward with your head and your heart towards your knees, and we come over to cow pose. Moo. Arch your back to the back of the chair. Fingers come to the front of the knees, straightening out your arms, making a U between your right hand and your left hand, and your shoulders, the bottom of that letter U. And now we have cat pose. Inhale forward with your heart center over your knees, looking up towards the light. Here we have cow pose. Moo. On your next breath cycle, arch yourself back to the back of the chair, tuck your chin into your chest, cat pose once again. Now hold your cat a little bit longer. Feel that nice stretch around your shoulders, stretching out, belly button to spine. And now on the next breath cycle, lead with your heart over your knees, coming over to cow pose, leading up, cow pose, moo, beautiful. And now very, very gently melt your heart towards your knees, forward fold. Now your head and your neck form a straight line, and that crown of your head faces forward towards the sound of my voice. And just allow that expansion of the forward fold and the elongation of your spine. Breath cycle or two in this forward fold. And now swing your shoulders over to the right side of the room, and then back behind you, over to the left, and sweeping forward. So feel that generation of that circle starting to develop as you make those swoops, those circles, in one gentle fashion. And now cycle in the opposite direction, finding a balance, an equilibrium, a sense of peace. And on the next breath cycle, we spiral front and center. Yogi marching toes, spirit wave your hands. Great. Inhale your arms out to robot arms, thumbs are up, pinkies are down. Cross your elbows over each other and give yourself a big old hug. Rock back and forth, side to side. Feel the love and caress of who we are and the journey that we're at. And on the next breath cycle, coming back to center, inhale, expand outward. Cross your elbows the opposite way and gently rock back and forth, side to side. Beautiful. And on the next breath cycle, coming back to center. Inhale, expand. Palms touch opposite elbows. Inhale, elbows and forearms up towards the sky. Holding your pose, keep breathing. And on the next breath cycle, bring your elbows and your forearms down to your belly. Rock the baby side to side, left and right, recognizing that even though we're all adults, there is a child within our heart and our essence, looking and inviting itself to play and dance and have fun and sing with joy. So invite that child within to meet that adult of who we are in the journey of life, and welcome and cherish that childhood. On the next breath cycle, coming back to center, inhale your elbows and your forearms up towards the sky, towards the ceiling. Release your hands, fingertips come straight up towards the ceiling, as high as you wish to go. And now arms come out to the letter T. Take flight a little bit with your arms up and down. And on the next breath cycle, exhale your hands down by your side. Yogi marching toes, spirit wave your hands. And release. Great, 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 great. Now we're going to go back to arms out to the letter T, and I just remind myself of a pose that we haven't done in a while. So bring your arms out to the letter T, flip your palms up, bend your elbows, fingertips come to your shoulder points, so your elbows are out wide. And now just begin to make circles in one direction with one elbow, and just allow the other one to follow also. So we're just flying here with our elbows out to the side and making a fashion of a circle. And now cycle in the other way, nice and easy. And gently come back to center. Now we're going to follow along here with this. We're going to bring our elbows to touch in front of us and down to our belly and out to the side. So it's out to the front, down to the belly, and out to the side. Out in front, down to the belly, and out to the side. Now we're going to reverse that direction. So the elbows come down to the belly, up we go, and out to the side. And now gently out to, down we go, out and up, and down to the side, and release and shake it out. Wonderful. Great. Excellent. Thank you, everybody. Wonderful. We're going to work on our legs here and alternate again, of course, with our arms and full body poses. So we have to remember that we need to do breath of joy because today's theme is stretch your smile wide. Okay? So let's take our right leg, lead with the heel, hands on your hips, and now we do a point and a flex, point and a flex, point and a flex, and exhale that leg down and shake it out. Taking the left leg out, lead with the heel, and we go through a point and a flex, point and a flex, point and a flex, and down that leg goes and shake it out. Okay, we're going to do a double leg lift. So that was single leg. Now we're going to lift both legs up. Hands come to the side of your chair. Lean back in your chair. Lift both legs up. And now it's a point and a flex, point and a flex, point and a flex. Exhale the leg down, legs down, and shake it out. Spirit wave your hands. Wonderful, wonderful. Coming back to our arms, we're going to come on to cactus arms. And now we're going to just bend our right wrist so the palm faces upward. So bend your right wrist so the palm is facing upward. Spirit wave the left hand. Left hand swings over to the right hand just with the fingertips. Fingertips to fingertips, and gently, very, very gently, guide that fingertips downward just a little bit so your palm becomes perhaps flat. Beautiful. On the next breath cycle, I call it flip the pancake in the pan. Flip the pancake, the palm comes down, and your fingertips are still touching, so now your palm is down. And on the next breath cycle, release and shake it out. Well done. My grandmother used to make these fabulous German pancakes, thin as French crepes, and I always remind myself of my grandmother in that pose. I have eaten a lot of pancakes in my life. Hands come to cactus arms, bend your left wrist, spirit wave your right hand, fingertips come to the tips of your left fingertips, guiding that palm upward, holding your pose, keep breathing. On the next breath cycle, flip the pancake, palm faces down, hold the pose, keep breathing. On the next breath cycle, release the hands and shake it out. Yogi marching toes, wonderful. Great, great, great. Let's work on our legs again. We're going to extend the right leg, and hands can come to the hip or the side of the chair, but take your right leg out and point your toes, and now do circles perhaps with a straight leg. So you can go small circles, you can make large circles, but allow your toes to be the paintbrush drawing circles out in front of you on the canvas. On the next breath cycle, cycle in the other direction. And now bring that leg straight down and yogi marching toes. Wonderful. Let's try the other leg, the left leg. So straighten out that left leg. Now we have different lefts and rights, so straighten out the leg that you didn't do before. Now point your toe, and now make circles in one direction, nice and gentle, and cycle it in the opposite direction, nice and gentle. On the next breath cycle, coming back down, center, yogi marching toes, spirit wave your hands. Well done, well done. Now we're going to do some more arm exercises. This one is called eagle pose, and we're going to do eagle legs with it. So you can cross the right knee over the left knee, or the right ankle over the left ankle. So I'm going to just do the ankle over ankle this time. Arms come out to cactus arms. Palms and elbows touch to eagle arms. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, elbows to belly. Inhale, fingertips up. Open your hands like an eagle beak and snap it shut. And now elbows touch your knees. Resting eagle. Fingertips come forward, your forearms parallel the ground, and your gaze, your chin tucks into your chest, and you look down at your elbow and knee connection. And this is resting eagle pose. So as eagles, we soar and bank and we're busy in life, but yet we come back to home to rest. So feel the power of rest in your life today. On the next breath cycle, inhale, rise up, take flight. Arms come up, legs uncross. Release and shake it out. Well done. Now we're going to do it on the opposite sides. It's slightly different, just very, very subtle. We're going to take the left over the right. So left knee over the right knee, or left ankle over the right. So I'm going to do ankle to ankle. Arms come out to cactus arms, palms face forward. Palms and elbows touch. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, elbows to your belly. Inhale, fingertips up. Open your hands like an eagle beak and snap it shut. And now elbows touch your knees. Fingertips forward, forearms parallel the ground. Tuck your chin into your chest, look down at your elbow and knee connection, and hold your pose. Keep breathing and believing. Breathe, breathe, breathe. On the next breath cycle, taking flight, soaring once again. Up we go with the arms. Uncrossing the legs and shake it out. Yogi marching toes. Wonderful, everybody. Wonderful. Now, a pose that we are going to introduce is going from an eagle pose to pigeon pose. So it's a hip opener, right and left side. So what we're going to do is you can cross your ankles over each other, but ideally if you can take your right ankle over your left knee. So take your right ankle over your left knee. One hand on the ankle, one hand on the knee. Inhale, grow tall and long. And on the next breath cycle, melt your heart towards the leg that's up in the sky, in the ground, up here above the knee. So we forward fold, belly button to spine, and begin to start melting your heart center towards your leg, the upper leg. Now some people magically, I always say this, some people magically can bring their heart center to the leg that's up in the sky, and I am not able to do that after all of these years of practice. And that's okay. It's my movement in my body that I'm satisfied with. Hold the pose, keep breathing. On the next breath cycle, inhale, rise up. And let's go back down one more time. Melt the heart over the leg that's up. And some people can have their leg to be parallel to the ground. I'm not able to do that either. But this is a wonderful hip mobilizer. On the next breath cycle, inhale, rise up, release the leg and shake it out. Wonderful. Now let's cross the other leg, the left ankle over the right knee, or switch your ankles in position. So this is one ankle over the knee pose, but you can also do it with your just your ankles, ankle over ankle. So one hand on the knee, one hand on the knee, one hand on the ankle. Inhale, grow tall and long. Exhale, forward fold over the leg that's up. Hold your pose, keep breathing, believing in this forward fold. On the next breath cycle, inhale, rise up. Exhale, once again, forward fold over the leg that's up. Holding your pose, keep breathing and breathing and breathing and believing. This is pigeon pose. On the next breath cycle, inhale, rise up, uncross your legs, shake it out, yogi marching toes. Well done. All right, back to our arms, and then we're going to do some full body poses. We'll set up our intention. Arms come straight out in front of us, palms are facing forward, fingertips are up, fingertips are down, fingertips up, fingertips down, fingertips up, fingertips down, fingertips up. Now, fingertips out to the side and back inward, out to the side and back inward, out to the side and back inward, fingertips up, back side of the hands to our shoulder points, elbows to our side body, and now push forward with your hands. Bend your elbows, back side of the hands come to your shoulder points, and forward. One more time, back side of the hands to your shoulder points, and now come on forward. And release and shake it out. Spirit wave your hands and yogi marching toes. Well done, well done. Okay, so we're going to do the breath of joy, so I don't forget, basically. But after our intentions, we'll also set up for stretches. So, and some crunches. So the breath of joy connects to our theme today, and that is to smile and stretch your smile wide. It's wonderful to laugh and smile in the joyous times of life. It's a challenge to find the effervescence of the smile and the joy and the light in challenging times. So we invite you to explore, to find a balance in that experience of smiling even in the difficult times. All right, so here's the breath of joy. The first one is really a demonstration. And so it involves our arms moving up and out to the side, back up, and then down by our side. And as our arms come down by our side and we come forward, we laugh from a belly laugh like there's no tomorrow. So we really just let that laughter out. So while I can't hear you, you can hear me laugh, and just feel the power of your own laughter just bubbling up in joy. So store up that energy. Here we go. The first one is just to follow along, and here we go. Inhale up, out to the side with your hands as you exhale. Inhale up, over your head, and now down by your side and really, really laugh. Here we go again. Now we're going to do this 3 times. That was just a demonstration. Here we go. Inhale up, out to the side. Inhale up, and down by our side. Really laugh. You just naturally smile. Inhale up, out to the side. Inhale up, down by your side. One more time. Inhale up, out to the side. Inhale up, and really, really laugh. Nice job, everybody. Well done, well done. Thank you. So the breath of joy just generates energy, puts a smile, a wise smile on our face. All right, we're going to set up our intention today, and that intention is about you and your awareness of people in your life. So bring your hands to heart center, prayer namaste position. Elbows are out wide. Now open your hands like a book, so your thumbs open as the bind, and your fingertips are your pages of the book, right there, the palms of the pages of the book, right there. And now think of, this is your story. This is your journey. So in the journey of your own life, of the past, the present, and the future, there's unwritten pages in your book. And that's right there in the palms of your hand. You are the author of your own story. You are the one who writes the story of your life. So take a few moments right here and think of a character or two or a group of people in your story and think positively of them. Maybe there's someone who needs some uplifting these days. Maybe there's someone who knows joy so well that they share it with you and you're absorbing that energy. So take a few moments in here and right now. Think of someone that you wish to set your positive energy, your intention with. And now wrap your fingertips around that intention, and very gently we'll take this on 3 sun salutations as your fingertips come up and over your head, back side of the hands touch, and now it's a swan dive. Arms come out to the letter T, heart center comes towards your knees, fingertips come to your shoelaces, your shin, and we do a forward fold. Looking down at your toes, we have the gentle movement of our knees left and right, feeling the movement of ourselves on the earth around the sun. So the sun rises and the sun sets, and yet we continue to revolve around the sun on our earth. On the next breath cycle, coming down to a neutral spine, rooting down with your feet and rising up with your hands and your torso up and clapping above your head. And exhale your hands down to your heart center. Beautiful. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhaling, rising up with your fingertips. Back side of the hands touch. Swan dive. Arms come out towards the letter T. Really extend out with your fingertips. Heart center to your knees. Forward fold. Fingertips to your knees, your shins, and we forward fold. Hold your pose. Keep breathing and believing. Feel the energy move from left to right as we swing our knees very gently left and right. On the next breath cycle, coming back to neutral. Grounding down into the 4 corners of the feet, rising up, reaching up, clapping above our head. Exhale your hands to heart center. Beautiful, everybody. One more time, spirit, mind, and body. You know I resonate with the number 3. Inhale, rise up. Backside of the hands touch, swan dive. Really extend out. Heart center melts to your knees, fingertips to your shoelaces, your shins, your socks, and forward fold. Hold the pose, keep breathing and believing. And now once again, grounding down, rooting down, rising up with power and hope. Inhaling up, clapping above your head. Exhale your hands to heart center. Pause and believe and breathe. We're going to continue this intention in 2 other fashions. You take your right hand to your heart and the left hand swings out to the side, palm facing forward. So the right hand is on the heart and the left hand is out to the side. And all we're going to do is to exchange the hand to the heart and the other hand swings out as we say important words. And there are 6 words, and it's called call and response. So I'll say the word and you just simply call out the same word. So the first group of words is send forth, send out, listen, give voice, breathe, and believe. Hand over hand to the heart center. Pause and believe and breathe. Extend your hands straight out in front of you. The power of thankfulness is right there at your hands. And that intention is right there as well. So lift it up in energy. Tuck your chin into your chest. And we're going to say 3 more words. The first word is the word gratitude. Second word is grace. Third word is glory. On the next breath cycle, bring your hands back to heart center. Pause and believe and breathe. And release and shake it out. Well done everybody. Super, super, super. All right. Now we have built up some energy. Now we're going to do some stretching. I think what we're going to do is we have done a lot of energy motion here, and I'm thinking that I'd like to really introduce stretching poses. So we're going to do parallel stretches, diagonal stretch, and full body stretch. And we'll also do runner's stretch. So let's begin with a parallel stretch. We'll stay on the right side. So go ahead and have a seat. And now take your right foot straight down on the floor. Right hand on the right knee. And the left side is like in Chair Tadasana. Now point those right toes. And now follow your hand with your eye gaze as your hand comes up and out and back behind you. Stretching out, looking down at your toes, and now exhale, bring your hand back down. Now on this one, you can bring it to your knee, and you can also slide it down your shin to your sock, and make a slight little forward fold. And now follow your gaze as it comes up and out and back behind you, that hand, that right hand, back behind you. You can look back at your hand, and then down it comes to your knee, your shin, or your sock. And then once again, out and up and back behind you with that hand, nice and gentle on the right side. This is right side parallel stretch. And now very gently bring your hand to your knee and draw that leg back in. Now, we're going to take the left leg straight out, lead with the heel, and then the sole of the foot touches the ground. Left hand on the knee. Inhale, grow tall and long. And now take your left hand up and out and back behind you. And down. Hand to the knee and slide your hand, perhaps if you wish to, down your shin to your ankle. And now very gently rise up and out and back behind you. And down. Nice and gentle, nice and easy, kind movements. And now up and out and back behind you with your hand. And down to your knee. And draw that leg back in, and yogi marching toes, spirit wave your hand. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, we're going to do the diagonal stretch, so right to left and left to right. We're going to start off with the right leg going out to the side to half letter V. So the right leg and the sole of the foot is on the ground. Right hand on the right knee. Left hand on the right hand. So you point with your right toe, and it's your left hand that's going to move. So the left hand comes up and out and back behind you to the diagonal, like a tic-tac-toe. And that hand comes down to your knee or your shin. And now it goes back, up and out and back behind us. And down. Beautiful. One more time. 3 is the magic number. Up and out and back behind us. And down to your knee. And very gently draw that leg back into neutral to Tadasana. And now it's the left leg that goes out to the side. Left hand on the left knee, right hand on top of that hand. Point your left toes, and now it's the right hand that goes off on the diagonal as it comes up and out and back behind us. And down, up and out and back behind us, and down, up and out and back behind us, and back down, hand to the knee. Draw that leg in. Yogi marching toes, spirit wave your hand, just a little bit of movement, get it going. Wonderful. Now the full body pose is called star pose. And we'll also come into ourselves. I'll explain that in a moment. So take your feet out wide to the letter V. The soles of your feet on the ground, so you can go from heel to sole. So on the right side, the leg is as best straight as possible. You'll have a natural bend in your knee. So right leg out to the V, left leg out to the V, and both hands correspondingly on the right and the left knee. Inhale, grow tall and long. And now very gently lift your arms up and up, back behind you. And you can naturally lean back a little bit. Fingertips up towards the sun. Gaze looks up towards the ceiling, the sun. And this is star pose, S-T-A-R. And on the next breath cycle, very gently bring your hands down to your knees. And now, if you wish, you can slide your hands down your knees to a wide-legged forward fold. Belly button to spine, belly button to heart center, and you have a forward fold. And now very gently slide your hands back up your shin to your knees, and up we go to star pose, feeling yourself as one of the many stars in the cosmos of the universe. And on the next breath cycle, bring your hands down to your knees, slide them down your shins, stretch out, look down at your floor between your feet there, and very gently rise back up, reaching up, stretching out. I think this is number 3. And on the next breath cycle, bring your hands to heart center and jump your feet together. And shake it out. Yogi marching toes. Well done. Well done. So that's star pose to a forward fold. We're going to do one more stretch, and that's called runner's stretch. And it's kind of similar to some of those other stretches. What we're going to do is take our right leg straight out. Lead with your heel. Try to keep a straight leg and flex those toes to your nose. This leg stays where it is. And, this left foot goes underneath your chair. So you're propping yourself on the ball of your foot on the left side underneath your chair. Hands are on your hips. Inhale, grow tall and long. And now it's a forward fold with a straight leg, right leg. Belly button to spine. And now we forward fold over the leg that's straight. Hold your pose. Keep breathing, believing. On the next breath cycle, inhale, rise up. And now take your right hand to your right knee. Inhale, grow tall and long. And now slide that right hand down your shin as far as you wish to go. And maybe that right hand goes to your ankle. Tuck your chin into your chest and look down at your knee, your right knee. And on the next breath cycle, slide that hand to the knee again. And a slight variation, take your left hand to the right hand, grow tall and long, and now forward fold as the hands slide down the right shin to your sock, your ankle, and now we have a deep runner stretch forward fold. Flex the toe to your nose on the right side, hold the pose, keep breathing, and on the next breath cycle, slide your hands up your shin to your knee and draw that leg back in. Keep both legs parallel to chair Tadasana legs and spirit wave your hands in yogi marching toes. We're doing well. Take that left leg straight out, lead with the heel, flex the toe to your nose, take the right leg underneath your chair, prop it up on the ball of your foot. Hands are on your knee, on your hips. Inhale, grow tall and long. Exhale, forward fold over the leg that's up. Hold the pose, keep breathing, looking down at your ankle. On the next breath cycle, inhale, rise up. Left hand comes to the left knee. Inhale, grow tall and long in your spine, belly button to spine as you forward fold, sliding your hand down your shin to your ankle. Look down at your knee, hold your pose, keep breathing. And on the next breath cycle, slide the hand up your shin to your knee. And take your right hand to your left knee. Inhale, grow tall and long. And now very gently forward fold, sliding the hand down the shin to your ankle. Hold your pose, keep breathing, looking down at your left knee. This is called runner's stretch on the left. On the next breath cycle, slide your hand up your leg to your knee. Draw that leg in and shake it out. Yogi marching toes. Well done, well done. We're going to grab hold of our energy sphere. We've put a lot of energy out. We're kind of wrapping ourselves towards our full practice here. But swirl the energy around the sphere that's your energy source. We all need to plug in and feel the course of energy. And on the next breath cycle, coming back to center. And now we're going to expand outward with this energy to the left and the right. And now draw that energy back in. And as we draw it in, our shoulders round towards our knees. And now we're going to go back out left and right as we straighten our spine. And back in. One more time. Out to the side. So, you like my sound effects? And back in. Swirling the energy nice and gentle, nice and easily. And now we're going to do a Tai Chi movement called belt meridian. So our belt, our waistline here is our meridian point where our hands are going to follow along. So take both hands to your right hip. Palms are facing down. And all we're going to do is stay seated in our chair as we bring our arms straight out to the side, to the right side, and then they swing forward out in front of us. And now they swing over to our left hip. And once they're at our left hip, they're going to slide across our belly button along our belt, a belt meridian, to the right hip. And now shift forward, swing forward with your hands over, back again to the left. So we're swirling our hands across our belly to our side, out and back in. Across the belly to the right side and out and back in to the left. Now stay on the left side of your hip because we're going to go to the right. So we're reversing the direction. So we swing out and back in to the right, across the belly to the left hip, out the hands go, out in front of us to the right hip, across the belly. And one more time, out and back in to our belly. Now take your hand, your right hand over your belly button, and the left hand comes on top of the right hand. And this is your energy source is your Tian Tian. It's Tai Chi. And this is the resting pose. This is like chair Tadasana, but this is the resting pose of Tai Chi. So your hands, your feet are hip width distance apart, and your hands are on your belly button. Grow tall and long in your spine, and you're rooting from the crown of your head to the earth, and just breathe. Feel the energy, notice the breath, come back to your breath, and breathe. And on the next breath cycle, release and shake it out. Well done. So as I try to do in all our sessions, we blend in yoga and Tai Chi and the principles and the guidelines accordingly to just find that merge. It's about the wellness merge, the integration of different thoughts of how to take care of ourselves. We're going to come back to our full practice as our arms come out to cactus arms. And we're going to close out our circuitry as the thumb and pinky touch and flick open. Thumb and ring finger touch and flick open. Thumb and middle finger touch and flick open. Thumb and index finger touch and flick open. All fingers touch, flick open. All fingers touch, wrist rotations in one direction, wrist rotations in the opposite direction, all fingers out to the side, and walk like an emu, side to side, and stretch that smile wide, and coming back to neutral. We're setting ourselves up for meditation, quiet stillness, so knowing the many different cue points, I think there's about 20-25 different cue points in this. Feet are flat on the floor. Knees are over the ankles. And now there's this uplifting of our spine from our sits bones to the crown of our head. Flipping our hands up in the receiving of grace and blessings as if it is a present, the present of the here and the now. The past merges with the present, and the future is a breathless cycle or two away. So be here, be now, be present in your present of yourself. And as you set yourself up in the constitution of chair Tadasana, we focus inwardly to the witness and the observation of our breath cycle. In the casual flow of inhaling and exhaling, slowly, deliberately, with intention and purpose, we find meaning in the power of our breath cycle. From every single cell of our body to the greater cosmos of the universe. From every single cell of the body to the greater cosmos. Take a few moments here now and feel that natural rhythm, the beautiful gem of who we are in the greater cosmos. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Awakening, feeling refreshed, feeling rejuvenated in your spirit, your mind, and your body, we begin to wiggle the fingers on our hands and the toes on our feet. With greater movement and ease, we drop our hands off our knees and inhaling our hands up and overhead, clapping above our head. Exhale, our hands to our heart center, and the first chanting word is stretch. Inhaling your hands up and over your head, clapping above your head. The second chanting word is the word smile. Smile. Inhaling your hands up and over your head, clapping above your head. The third chanting word is the word wide. Wide. Stretch your smile wide and feel the effervescence of light and life and joy and happiness. Invite it to be contagious and invite it to be shared with others, for your smile is a glory and a bright for all people. It's a beacon. Smile and shine bright with a smile. The chanting bells are rung 3 times in the power of the spirit, the mind, and the body coming together to form one, your wellness and the wellness for all people. Peace, peace, peace. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Shalom, shalom, shalom. So many languages for the word peace. Pausing, believing, breathing, we bow forward to each other and say, Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Peace with you. Nice job. Well done. Well done. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all be well, okay?